Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for a 135 scale plastic kit. We have Leynos. And this is basically the space type. If you're familiar with Gunpla, you have the Zaku, you have a ground type, then you have a space type. Yeah, this is that version. Space type. And I guess it's from Assault Suit Leynos. That doesn't roll off your tongue quite well. But seems like there is a PlayStation 4 game here. I'm not too familiar with the game itself. I would assume it's kind of like a shooter game. Kind of like Armored Core, maybe. It's made by Plum. Plum kits are actually quite nice. They are kind of along the realm of wave kits. A little step down from Kotobuki, and still Bandai is the best kit in terms of being able to snap one quite well. So it's kind of like the third from that. I still kind of consider wave kind of like the last. Yeah. Also, this retailed at 6,900 yen. That is quite expensive for what you're getting. But it's a cool kit. I saw this while browsing through Amiami. I usually do my daily check for new and upcoming products, and I just stumbled upon this. They've been making these kits for several years now, and yeah, I just stumbled upon it. It looks cool. I really like the design of the particular robot, and that's why I got it. Also, the side here kind of gives us a bit of a preview of what to expect, and looking at that from the promo image, yeah, that got me intrigued. Obviously, it's not going to be this nice. And on this review, it's going to be just out of the box again, since I haven't got around to working on it. But this kind of gives you like a baseline of what to expect. If you are planning to get this and you're looking for reviews, I don't think I've seen much reviews for this particular kit. So here we go. So the kit is right here. And let me rearrange my my setting right now. Alright, so assembly of this is similar to a high grade. Very easy, very straightforward, and I had fun building it because it incorporates a little different style than what Bandai usually does, as well as Kotobukiya. So it's always nice to try out different kits from other companies. They have their own way of putting things together. But yeah, for the most part, it's the same. You put two things together. But again, like in terms of the joint system, it's interesting. So here we go. It has some nice details. I really like it. And you even have those kind of like rivets. Or I'm not quite sure what you call that, but you got those little details here and there, even on the top side. Here. On the back here. So again, this is just out of the box. I haven't added anything to it. And another cool thing is even the underside of this, usually these are just left blank. They have that details there. I like that. That's really nice. Yep. Right, so actually there is an eye here. I'll just take a quick look at that. So in the images, it's supposed to be red, and it's a clear plastic. And I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to put some red on it. I'm just gonna use a Sharpie here. Usually Sharpie works. Just kind of keeps it still in that red. Let's see if this works here. Alright, there we go. So that's one step in detailing. Otherwise, I'm still debating of how I'm gonna add the shading, because when we look at the booklet here, there is quite a bit, and they even put a ribbon there, or a stripe, which there's no guide here. I might just get some kind of tape for that. Yeah, maybe, or put some masking tape and paint that color. Yeah, but maybe if I just power line this, it will look good, but something tells me I have to add a little bit more. But that's that. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go over articulation. Alright, so for articulation, we have the neck here. It's on a ball joint, your typical ball joint. This antenna here is a bit fragile. I would suggest to take extra caution on this. This kind of reminds me of those low antennas on that Mel Slug kit. Yeah. So let's put that aside, but it just mounts there. And did I forget a nub? I think I did. But yeah, it just mounts there. It's actually quite nice to have that there. Yeah. For now, let's take it out, just a precaution. And you have your hinge here for the shoulder armor. Then you have this just connected over there. There we go. I believe that's kind of like the fuel pods there. Yeah, for the shoulder thrusters. Yep. Then let's see here. You have this giant ball joint here for the shoulder. Put it on there. So you got a bit of a hinge system here. This armor here on the back side is connected to that square peg. Probably best to glue it in place. It keeps popping off. Yep, and you have your forearm armor here. Same thing, you get that, well, not square, this one rectangular. There we go. And you get a bit of details. Then you have your wrist joint here. In terms of bend, it's double jointed, so you get quite a bit of the elbow bend there. And on the torso, I think it's just I kind of forgot. I think it's a ball joint. Nope, it's a straight peg. Let's see if I can pop this out. Alright. Also, another odd thing is this peg here, it's kind of like half. Yeah, so it's a little weird in terms of design. Also, the front skirt and the back skirt are the same. Yeah, a little bit generic, but it's okay. But again, you got this all cool rivets there. Yeah, this is probably a fun kit to panel line later on. Alright, so moving on, you have your ball jointed waist joint here. You can move this around. You have a, I don't know, you can pop that out. You have your tie swivel. It's a bit tight though, so be careful as you move that around. You don't want to break that joint. Then you got your knee here. I like this knee armor here, and there's this separate piece here. I'm not quite sure what that is, but probably I have to pin that differently. You only get this much bend though, not too much. Then you got more parts here. I particularly like this, that they give you a separate piece as opposed to just molded that in together with that collar. That's quite nice. Then you have your ankle joint here. It's actually in a giant joint similar to the shoulder. And now, well, that thing popped off already. You have individually, yeah, jointed toes, I guess. And even on the back side here. Oh yeah, you can actually make it just look like a talon or something. But yeah, it's really nice having that. Just pop this back in. There we go. So in terms of posing, you can do quite a bit of a wide stance, and you just kind of have to play around with that joint. There we go. And definitely similar removal is essential to this, as well as gluing things together. But yeah, it's quite nice. Alright, so that's that part. Now let's go over the backpack. So we have the backpack here. Again, the part separation is fairly good. You got great pieces here, even this part here on the side. but you do have seam lines that needs to be taken care of. Alright, so you got ball joint there to hold this down. Got I guess more thrusters here. Yeah, quite interesting design. So this just mounts on the back here. Specs in there. There you go. I was wondering if you can flip it over, but alright. So other than those pairs of hands, the closed fist, you're gonna have another set, and that's it. It's a bit limited, but yeah, not too bad. This, I actually like this. Having an open hand like this is quite nice as opposed to the relaxed ones. I think they should just do that. I mean, for a Gunpla or anything, you don't really need the open hand like this. You need more of an expressive one. Otherwise, the Gundam or the mobile suit will just have a closed fist if you just have him standing. Alright, so moving on, we have this cool looking rifle here. That's that kind of like a minigun. Got the Gatling gun part on top here. And you have your ammo pack right here. Quite cool. This is all molded, or this backside here, the stock. So it may look like you were able to extend it, but it's all together. Although if you paint it, it might look like it's movable. Alright, so there is a peg there, which kind of just rests on side there. It doesn't really peg in place. Remove that, and I'll put this on. It's kind of weird too that looks like this thing's backwards, but that's part of the mold. It's not a separate piece, so that's how it is. Alright, so get that hand there. This is actually a little bit loose. That peg there kind of just helped secure it, but it is quite loose. Yeah. And it tends to pop off too. Huh. Yeah, it's one of those, if you're gonna keep it there, you just might have to glue that finger or the thumb. Alright, so let's pop this off. There we go. Let's put this gun here. So when I first put this on, you know, it kind of just makes sense that this thing is for the armpit area or the shoulder. It's the stock, right? Well, I've looked at images, and apparently there's more than one way to have him hold this. And if I can get this back here somehow, there we go. All right. So again, the gun will be a little wobbly. Swap this out. At least swapping the hands are actually not too bad. And you got those giant joints. Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, the giant joints are great, it's just yeah, a little too weird. Alright, so here we go. Let's have him in kind of like a relaxed pose right here, just standing. Quite nice. And to bring it up, just following this, he puts this under the arm. Or, yeah. Because there are a bit limitations. That's probably why. So let's kind of just get this in there. Something tells me I'm gonna pop the shoulder or something. Oh, there we go. And there goes the thumb. Alright. So just bear with me a little bit. And getting all this contraption together. Something tells me you can just probably put this on first. The struggle. It's always fun trying to do this behind camera. The struggle is real. Well, the better way is to actually pause the camera, but I'm already on it, so why not? There. I think everything is holding. Okay, it stays. Sweet. Alright, Alright, let me put the antenna back here again. Yeah, definitely this will be a lot better once you start gluing things in place. But without the glue or everything, it holds quite well. Yep, quite nice. And I think there is a pose where you kind of bring this forward here, kind of holding that rifle, but you don't get much of the shoulder bend here, so you can get it as close as possible, but not quite. Alright, and he got that cool looking post right here. And there you go. That's pretty much the review for Leynos, the space type. It's a fun kit to build. The only drawback is the price. Yeah, you might be looking around $70 in getting this kit. But if you like something different, something cool looking, something to try out, here you go. And if you are considering this particular kit, whether the price is there, yeah, this is the review for it. And hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think about this particular kit. It's quite nice. I like it. It's cool looking. I especially like the design on the legs. Just something with that chicken feet there. It looks cool. Yeah. And the bulkiness too. Alright, so that's about it. If you have questions, particularly on this kit or pretty much anything in regards to my channel, let me know. Otherwise, that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.